I want to show you a type of problem called a work problem, where two things or two people are working together. Sometimes they're working opposite to one another. And we examine how much time it would take if their efforts were combined together. You know, this could be pumps pumping out a tank. It could be people working a job where they can combine their efforts together. Anyway, let's look at this problem. Heather can wash the dishes in 5 minutes. Heidi can wash the dishes in 8 minutes. How long would it take if they worked together? All right, well, your textbook has a formula here. They turn it into algebra, and actually the problem is much simpler than that. In fact, if you follow me carefully, we're just working in our heads. So think about this. 5 minutes and 8 minutes. The least common multiple of 5 minutes and 8 minutes would be 40 minutes. And so, what would happen in 40 minutes? Heather could do 8 sets of dishes, couldn't she? 40 divided by 5 would be 8. Heidi could do 5 sets of dishes in 40 minutes. And so, in 40 minutes, she could do 8, she could do 5, that's 13 sets of dishes. And so, 40 minutes, they could do 13 sets of dishes. I just call it dishes. And that means this would be, it looks like to be about, what was that, 3 and 1/13 minutes per set of dishes. So, does that make sense? It would take them 3 and 1/13 minute. I don't know how many seconds that is, but a little over 3 minutes to wash the dishes if they combine their efforts together. Now, I know that may not be totally realistic because together, you know, they might bump into each other. But anyway, play along with me on this and assume they could work together efficiently and pull their talents. All right, so look at that. We just did this without algebra, didn't we? Now I'm going to write it out as an algebra solution, and what I want you to follow are the units that I'm using in solving that. But one thing that's absolutely wrong is that some people will look at this and say, well, it takes 6.5 minutes. That's the average, right, of 5 minutes and 8 minutes. Would it take 6.5 minutes? It's impossible, isn't it? Because if she takes 5 minutes, then if Heidi chips in, how in the world could it take more than 5 minutes? It would have to take less than 5 minutes, wouldn't it? So don't get lazy and just do a simple average there. For me, you're going to get 0 points if you do that. It just means you didn't learn the problem. All right, well, let me erase this, and I'll show you how this looks with units. And then in the next topic, I'll work a problem where it'll pay off seeing how to do this with the units. All right, so I picked 40 minutes, and you'll see, I think, in a minute why that's so nice. In 40 would be like getting a common denominator of 5 and 8. It's called a least common multiple. So here we go. And I'm going to write all this out. In 40 minutes, Heather could wash. So I'm going to take the 40 minutes and I'm going to multiply the rate at which she washes dishes. So that's I know it looks a little funny, I'm going to call it 1 dishes. And what I mean by that is one set of dishes. Okay, that's what I really mean. In 5 minutes. And so this, the word minutes cancel, leaving dishes. And of course, 40 and 5 cancel, leaving 8 sets of dishes. Wash 8 sets of dishes. Heidi, and I'll put a semicolon here, Heidi could, those are the names of my daughters, by the way, could wash, and when they were younger they wouldn't be able to do this anyway because they would have gotten into a big fight and argument over it. 40 minutes times 1 set of dishes per 8 minutes. I know a lot of students kind of object to doing all this writing because you're not supposed to write in a math class, right? Like this. Well, get over it. Get over it. The minutes cancel. And 5 sets of dishes. 5 sets of dishes. All right, well, let's summarize that then. So therefore, together, they can wash. Well, we not want to know how many minutes per set of dishes, don't we? And so 8 plus 5 is 13. 13 sets of dishes in 40 minutes. And so in 40 minutes, they could do 13 sets of dishes, or 40 over 13, or 3 and 1/13 minutes. So together they can wash 3 and 1/13 minutes. Can wash these. Didn't word this the way I should have. These in. Okay, that's what I meant. So let me reread this. Together they can wash these in 40 minutes per 13 dishes, or 3 and 1/13 minutes. So it's really 3 and 1/13 minutes per set of dishes, but to answer the question, we would say 3 and 1/13 minutes. So anyway, just an introduction to the thinking on this that I don't think you're going to find in the textbook. You'll find it in my book, and I hope you find this reasoning to be simpler than in the textbook. So let's go on to a little more difficult problem.